Alright, welcome. So, a little bit sick. I'm going to try to do the video quickly enough so you get the idea of it. You're going to see it again a couple times, so hopefully you'll be able to get the gist of it easy enough. So we're talking about rotations, and rotation is basically when I have a point or an object and I'm rotating it around a fixed object. A fixed object is always going to be the origin. So there are a couple of rules for rotations. Now, this is the most important part of it. A default rotation is counterclockwise. Now, the reason for that, okay? Let's see, probably here's the best way. If I draw my coordinate plane here, okay, remember this is the origin, right? This is quadrant 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So it goes in a counterclockwise motion. So it goes from here to here to here to here and then back. So this is the reason why we do counterclockwise when it says default. So, just so you understand this, if I tell you a 90-degree rotation, it's going to be in this default location. This is where it's going to go, okay? And then we'll talk about the other ones in a minute. Now, the rules. There are 3 sets of rotations. A 90-degree rotation, a 180-degree rotation, and a 270-degree rotation, okay? Now, 90 degrees. Whatever the x or y coordinate pair is, whatever the ordered pair I give you is, it's going to turn into negative y comma x. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to take the y value, whatever it is, and make it a negative. Now, if it was negative, I'm just going to switch it to a positive because we don't do double negatives in math. And then the x value stays the same. It just moves to be the new y value. Okay? So let's do an example of that. Let's say I give you, I don't know, 4 comma 3 as the original point. Well, based on this rule, I'm going to move the x value to the back. Right? So it's going to be my new y value. And my original y value, I'm just going to move it to the front, but I'm going to make it a negative. So my original y value is 3. I'm going to move it to the front and make it a negative. So that's what it's going to turn into. Okay? Not bad. 180 degrees. This one's the easiest one. Whatever my xy coordinate pair is, I'm just putting a negative in front. Now, if it starts as negatives, I'm just going to switch the negatives out. So let's use our same ordered pair. 4 comma 3. Well, that's just going to turn into a negative 4 comma negative 3. Okay? Last one here, 270 degrees. X comma y becomes y comma negative x. So kind of the flip of this first one. So, again, using our 4 comma 3. The x value is going to go to the back when we make it a negative. Okay, so it's going to go here. So it's going to be a negative 4. And then the y value is going to move to the front, and I'm going to keep it. Okay, so this is going to be a 3 comma negative 4. Now, we're going to do a lot of graphing, so you'll be able to see it's a little easier than this. But these are the rules. Okay, and we're going to spend time on it. Now, clockwise, the rules for clockwise are a little different, right? They're just flipped. So, clockwise of 90 degrees. Oh, and by the way, so these are the 3 rules. Technically, there are 6. But if you know these 3, you can pull the other 3 from them. Okay? So, a 90-degree clockwise turn is the same as a 270 counterclockwise. So, x comma y is going to turn into y negative x. And remember, these are for clockwise rotations. 180 is going to be 180. It's always going to be 180. It's going to be the same both ways. Oops. Okay. So negative x, negative y. And then 270 degrees is going to be the same as a 90 the other way. So x comma y is going to turn into negative y comma x. Okay, so we're going to work on these rules a little bit here. You're definitely going to need to remember these rules because it's going to make your life a lot easier. Hopefully you will take a look at this PowerPoint. We'll do some problems today, and we'll have from there. 4 minutes and 3 seconds.